Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about the use of built-in functions in answering the IGCSE Computer Science programming part of paper 2. I know that in the mark scheme of February-March paper 2 of 2023, the mark scheme mentioned that requirements may be met using suitable built-in functions from the programming language used. So I was wondering, how much of the built-in functions can we use? I know that in the past I have used some built-in functions to solve some problems, but that felt very uncomfortable. So I started encouraging my students to avoid the built-in functions as much as possible, especially in doing some of the tasks that the question requires you to do. Things like sorting an array, finding the maximum, minimum, the average, the sum of an array. However, I realized that some of my students still use it for convenience sake. So I decided to do some fact finding. So I went to the school support hub to find out. And I went to the community forums and I put up a question. So I asked, are students allowed to use built-in functions in the 50-mark programming question of paper 2? I find some students still using it against my advice. So this is the response I got, the first response. And then the response says, if a question for that number of marks is asked, then the candidate should answer with their own code. For example, if they are asked to write a sort routine or something else specifically. So things like maximum, minimum, total or average for an array. Then if they use a built-in function that they have not written to solve that particular part of the question, then they are unlikely to gain any marks for using something they do not create themselves. This should not impact on marks for other subsections of the question, whether they may be. I got another response again, a further clarification, saying building on Malcolm's response, that is the first response I got, we can also find example answers to scenario questions in the support hub that demonstrate the use of library routines from the syllabus, such as round, random. So for round and random, it is okay to use built-in functions, okay? Things like length. However, in array manipulation, it is important to avoid the use of built-in functions in sorting your array, finding the maximum, the minimum, the sum, and even the average. It is important to create your own algorithm to solve the problem. So this warning goes out to all students, all teachers out there. Please avoid the use of built-in functions in solving this particular task. All right, so I wish you guys all the best in your exams. I hope that you do well. See you again in the next video. Thanks and bye.